as Big Ben strikes 10, the exit poll is predicting a Labour
If this is
landslide.
correct, Labour has indeed got a landslide.
We would have a majority for the Labour Party of 410.
The Conservative Party,
170
so
seats.
often an election-winning machine, looks pulverised tonight.
As the clock struck 10 on election night, a seismic shift unfolded. The exit poll predicted a Labour landslide, and it was right. The Conservative Party, once an election-winning machine, was kicked out. Why?
The British public kicked Conservatives out because we got things wrong. They were right. We had not delivered on things we said we would do. We'd let them down. And I hate letting people down. A lot needs to be fixed in our country.
Kemi doesn't shy away from admitting the truth. There's a lot that needs fixing: the economy, the NHS, the immigration system. But here's the catch. It's not just recent failures. Politicians across the board have been making promises for decades and failing to deliver.
Politicians of all parties, for many decades now, have been saying they're going to do things and then not doing them. You can get problems solved.
Yet, Kemi believes change is possible if you take bold action and stick to your principles. Take her stand against a controversial policy as an example.
I stopped crazy laws that would have seen rapists being put in women's prisons. And so you can win these things if you do the right thing.
It's not just about party loyalty. It's about standing up for what's right, earning the respect of people from all sides, even those who don't share your politics.
And people like J.K. Rowling, for instance, she's not a Conservative supporter, she's a Labour supporter. But when you touch on values, when you touch on principles, when people can see that you're fighting for the vulnerable, for women and girls, for those who have no voice, they will support you.
Kemi's story is rooted in understanding everyday struggles. She's lived it. Arriving in the UK at 16 with just £100 in her pocket, her first job was at McDonald's.
My first job was working at McDonald's. I met people from all walks of life, people who were doing the job for fun and others who were doing it like me so that they could eat and get around. So I know what it's like not to have money. I know what it's like for everything to feel expensive or to go into a supermarket and have to think very carefully about what you can and cannot buy or eat.
It's 2025, a new year, but the same anxieties. Kemi believes that regardless of political allegiance, we should all want the government, any government, to succeed. Why? Because when they fail, we all suffer.
When your team loses in politics, you still want the other side to do well. Because if Labour does badly, then my mortgage goes up. Then food gets more expensive. Then the streets aren't safe.
Kemi doesn't mince her words on immigration. She's frustrated by high numbers and believes we've been far too naive.
It's one of the reasons why I have such a tough line on immigration. I felt so angry when I heard the numbers. Even as a minister, I was told that the numbers would not be anywhere near that high. And that's on us. We were far too naive.
For Kemi, the UK isn't just a place, it's home. A home that needs care, love, and honesty from its leaders.
They want their society to be successful. People need to buy into British values and our way of doing things. And we need to remember that this country is our home. It's not a hotel. It's not a dormitory. We have to look after it. No one else will look after it.
And as the Conservative Party promises a new approach, Kemi Badenoch vows to listen, tell the truth, and focus on the priorities of the people.
I will tell the truth, whether it's popular or not. I will do what is right, not what is easy. I will listen to the people of our country and focus on their priorities. The Conservative Party is under new leadership. We are going to do things differently.